Hello, today I'm going to demonstrate how to deploy Oracle Apex in ORDS, Oracle REST Data Service, in standalone mode. In my earlier video, I have shown how to install Oracle Apex 5 in EPG embedded PL/SQL system, and the installation is complete and it is running. Let's see how it looks when I log into Oracle Apex 192. This is the Apex. Okay, here you are. Apex is up, and here we have logged in with Oracle Apex embedded PLSQL gateway. Now we're going to do the same, but in this case we want to deploy Oracle Apex, access Oracle Apex through Oracle REST Data Service. Oracle REST Data Service is the uh, deployment of choice from the Oracle. Oracle always recommends to deploy your Apex in Oracle REST Data Service. Let's begin with our process of deployment of Apex in Oracle REST Data Service. You have to download Oracle REST Data Service (ORDS) from Oracle Technology Network (OTN). See, I'm in the Oracle REST Data Service. Download. So I have already downloaded this, and you see I have I have kept Oracle REST Data Service downloaded zip file in this location. Let's see what is in this location. And I have already unzipped this zip file. So these are the folders created: ords.war file, params, readme.html. These are the files created. You see, ords.war. This is the file we have to work with. And see, this is the ords-back.war. I have just taken the backup of the clean ORDS. Once ORDS is configured, it is different. So that's the, if I want to do something more with it later, uh, I might use that. That's why I have taken the backup of this WAR file. Now, what you have to do, you have to simply issue the command java jar ords.war. This is the command you have to do, nothing else. Now let me tell you something about ORDS. Why are we using ORDS in place of EPG, Embedded PL/SQL Gateway? Why? You see, while configuring Embedded PL/SQL Gateway, we have uh, we have executed an SQL file through SQL Plus interface, where the image folder of Apex is loaded. This loading is done in the database itself, in the database. Now when you call an Apex page, for example this one, this outcome is coming from the database information. You see the files that we have uploaded. This is the process that these images, these CSSs, all these things, the arrangement of the page, everything is coming from database. That is why you see whenever you click in any item, for example manage instances. For example, you see, whenever I request for a page, for example, a create workspace, what happens is this information is stored in database. All these look and feel is stored in the database as CSS, and images, all these things, images and these and these, all these are stored in the database. Now whenever I call this page, the database renders, first it extracts this LOB, below information. Then it produces these below information into web page. So there's a huge amount of computation going on in the database side, where you are not doing anything, practically nothing. You are doing actually nothing. You are just developing the database. You are only developing the application. But while developing application, you are facing a lot of computation because of extraction of binary log, blobs, and making it presentable to you. This is the scenario of EPG. But in the case of ORDS, the images and CSS and JavaScript and everything is in a local file, local OS file. So database do not have to do anything, any computation for extraction or presentation, anything. So in that case, you are saving a lot of computation for the database. So your server is least busy in that case. So it's a huge advantage for ORDS over EPG. And on the other hand, you can use RESTful web services with ORDS, which you cannot do in EPG. See, this is the home folder where we have stored the ords.war file, and one file also we have created here, which is ords.config, cd ords config, okay, pwd. This is the configuration folder. All the configuration files will be stored in this folder. The only command you have to do is very simple: java minus jar ords dot r. This is the simple command. Okay, let's see. Enter the location to store configuration data. This is the location where I want to store configuration data. Okay. You see, I have created this ORDS config folder to store configuration data. Okay. Okay. Enter the name of the database server, localhost. Okay, localhost is good, no problem. This listener port, database listener port 1521 is by default. Okay, default, keep it there, no problem. Enter 1 to specify database service, or 2 to specify database SID. I'm going to use 1, and this is by default 1, database service name. Now I have to specify service name ORCL. Service name. Password for ORDS public user. Let's specify one password. Okay. And confirm. Okay. Username. Okay. Enter the username with CCTV privileges to verify the installation. Sys. Okay, by default it is sys. I am keeping it default. Okay. Enter the database password for sys. Okay. Confirm. Okay. Now, if you are using Application Express or migrating from mode PLSQL, then you must enter 1. If using Oracle Application Express, yes, I am using Application Express. Enter the database password for, okay, what is it asking for? Enter the database password for Apex public user. Okay. Now, what is it saying? See, for Apex public user is the user where you get access through this user you get access to Apex, and ORDS uh, communicates with Apex through this public user. Third, now enter 1 to specify password for application RESTful service database user or skip to this step. Okay. Uh, this step says if I want to use Oracle RESTful service. Okay, I want to use RESTful service. Now 1. 1 is specified by default. Okay, 1. Password for Epic listener. Okay. Enter the database password for Apex REST public user. Okay. Okay, our installation process is complete. Now it makes me to confirm. Enter 1 if you wish to start in standalone mode, or 2 to exit. Now I want to start up ORDS in standalone mode. So I'm going to accept 1. Okay. Enter the static resource location. Now I want to open another PT session. Now is PWD. See, in case of embedded PLSQL gateway, I didn't have to mention the static resource location. I just ran the EPG config file and it took images from the specified location and loaded into the database. But here, you see, this instruction is asking for the static contents, which is here in this location. Now I am going to specify this location here. Enter Apex static resource location. Okay. If enter if one if using HTTP or two if using HTTPS. Now by default I am taking HTTP. Okay. ORDS is already running. Okay. See, here's the problem. Here you're facing a problem. The problem here is the listener 8080 is in use by another process. You see here we have used port 8080. Okay, we used 8080. So this is why 8080 is conflicting with other port. So we have to change this port number. Where do I go? I am using my Qt session. Instance is already running. It's not working. So cd ords config ls cd standalone ls standalone properties bi standalone properties. What is you see it is 8080. The port is 8080. Now I am going to change this 8080 to 8081. Okay. Here. Now what is ls cd ls. Now since ORDS is already configured, now to run the ORDS in standalone mode, you have to issue the command again, java jar ords dot var. Okay, so it means, let's see if it works to me. 192 8081 it's working. Okay, enter null admin we're in. Now what is the difference between this one and this one? This one is with ORDS, this one is with ORDS, and this one is EPG. If you use if you are familiar with the Oracle Apex, and if you access Oracle Apex with APG, and also from ORDS, we'll experience a huge difference in performance between these two. ORDS is much faster, and it is the industry standard for uh, accessing Oracle Apex as far the Oracle document is concerned. So now this ends our install in our process. So thank you.